Hello. I need to know. I need closure. I wish one day, maybe one day I'll become a reviewer when I grow up. Fuck. Anyway, I wanted to see what this is about. I played the game before. I played it back when it came out on like English PS3. I think I still have my box downstairs. Never touched Undead Nightmare, but I am fascinated with how overall a lot of Switch ports, like they might have to like cut things back, but they tend to focus on performance, which is good. Like Mortal Kombat, great. Those two Quake ports. I hear Crisis is pretty good. Witcher seems like it's okay. I played Dragon's Dogma. That seems like it's okay too. So I think that's pretty neat. But after the GTA remasters, and that was just across the board. That wasn't specifically a Switch problem. But that was like it was weird. But I hear this is good. So we'll see. Anyway, let's go. Toodles. Already impressed. I'm already impressed. This already blows the GTA remake out of the water. Oh man, people were having negative thoughts about this too. The price is crazy, but this is fucking Red Dead Redemption's a classic, man. I have not really gotten into two, mostly because I always want that game to work better on PC. So.
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang terrorized the Boston.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But, Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
What a draw distance, man.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
I
It
don't
seems
remember
that money
this at
can
all.
buy voters, though.
All I remember is going around in the West
What you
on
must
horses
remember, my dear, is that we have
And
been brought here to spread the word.
other stuff.
And the word
Spoiler
and
stuff.
civilization,
Mexico.
they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
We need the bins.
Ain't you looking great this evening?
In my head, this looks better than it did. I don't know. Like trying to like judge everything that's going on here, like looking at all these textures and stuff. I think this is one of those things where like if I could like zoom in more, it might not look as good. I don't know. I can, so it's not a problem.
Good evening there.
Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Get wet goodbye, Dan. Derby's going to be next week.
I see. Are you walking to Fort Mercer, Mr. Marston?
Of the Two Fists?
let's mount up and hit the trail. Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Come on. Come on, easy up there.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Gee up. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Yeah. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
you do? Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, then. I'll show you around the property.
Come on.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Easy.
That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Whoa!
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Yeah! And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight. This way! Where are you going, you strange man? How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around. Whoa! Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pot. Another one for the pot? Good shot. Kill those little varmints. Nice shooting. You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbits didn't stand a chance. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Damn coyotes are back! We can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill them, Mr. Marston.
Come on.
I bet you're going straight for the chickens. Easy now.
Easy. Fix him up.
Nice shot. Come on, boys. Mr. Marston. That damn coyote. Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Yeah,
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
it's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Passengers on that last train through here said they'd seen that cougar not far outside the ranch. Well. sir. Well, hello there. Nice to see you.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Drew McFarlane. I'll bet.
Whoa there.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine, thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Let's go!
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
Come on!
Yeah!
Let's go!
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be!
Yeah.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston. Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston. Can we stop wasting time and get on with it, please? You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
How can I help you?
Hello, friend.
I'm selling some good tonics if you need them. I'm gonna create an Ultra Plus casket for my ranch. An Excelsior Plus. Any meds, laudanum, adrenaline, or pills, come see me.
Thanks a lot.
His big mouth got him killed.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
General Ignacio Sanchez is called a lot of trouble in Mexico.
Really?
Hey, how'd you do?
As long as I don't die, I'll quit this job in 5 summers' time.
I need to get me some of that scout.
Bonjour, mister. Do you want a little joie de vivre?
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Come on then, Marston. Follow me.
So who we looking for?
Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Let's go, Marston. I've been after that son of a bitch for months. Damn, he's seen us. Come on, don't lose him. Catch me up. I don't want to let that bastard get away. Ooh, now.
Let's go! If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality, and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Pick up the pace, boy. We need to stay on him.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Looks like he's holding up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill. Take cover behind that wagon to your right. There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
You're a coward, Lee Johnson!
Do you fellas pissed sitting down or something?
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. Stay with me. Watch out for that bastard behind the rock.
You ain't that tough, Walton.
You should have stayed in Armadillo, Marshal.
Stop shooting at me! You want more?
Why don't you... What the hell you aiming at me for? I see one of them. There's another one behind the outhouse, boy. Come on, Marston. I can't take them all. Land or rope. Make your choice.
That new deputy don't look like much.
Take cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there may be more of them. There's more. Stand in the house.
Up here. I'm gonna make a human Carlander out of you.
Just Walton left now. Try to take him alive. Grilling days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston. Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshal! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Why me? Where is he?
What are you waiting for? Mount up, boy. Come on, we gotta get to Pike's Basin. Come on.
Come on. Easy.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin? We're nearly there. Keep your eyes out for the Ballards. Let's move up the canyon towards the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably gonna be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Damn!
right there. Right, I'm in charge now.
That was some pretty damn good shooting, John.
Yep, maybe you ain't the tenderfoot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment.
Okay, I'm here-ish. Can actually say stuff. Yeah, this is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I kind of bought this, gonna be honest. I got the GTA trilogy. Cause I like Vice City, and I haven't played Vice City in a long time, even though, here's the thing, even though it's available on Android, I just haven't really played Vice City in a long time. Never finished it back in the day. So this will be a great way to play the game. And as you know, the GTA trilogy, bit of a mess. This is also a Rockstar game. So I didn't have high hopes. I was hoping it would be at least decent, but this is actually fully functional. It's surprising. I do hope. So I'm looting these bodies. One of the things that it was really cool back when this game was new, but it got really old by the end of the game. I think they use it in Red Dead Redemption 2. The skinning animals animation is like, it's not just that it's like violent, you know, you're skinning an animal, whatever. And he remarks like, oh, this is disgusting, but you see it like 500 times. I'm hoping they kind of skip some of that stuff. That was annoying me about the original game back then. I haven't really played Red Dead since it was new. So. I do have it in PS3 emulator, or no, the 360 emulator, but I barely touched it there because I don't know. I was always hoping like maybe one day they'll put out a PC port. They didn't do that. Put it on Switch first and PS4, inexplicably. Like, I can't tell what frame rate this is running at. This is running way better than you'd assume a Switch would run this game. Like, there's been a lot of really cool ports on Switch, man. Crazy. There's the bridge that I was looking at. There's also, I feel like, just as many like questionable ports. There are some that you have to be okay with. Like, you have to accept that the Switch, what messes everything up is when you come across a game like this, and like, so far this is, you know, it's whatever, it's a game from like 2010, 2011. It's being ported to, quote, modern hardware. But this is working really well, and there's a skateboarding game called Session. It's the one that looks just like Skate. It's a skateboarding sim. I love that game. I have the Switch version. I like the Switch version just because I can play it on the go, but that game is a mess. Like, it's got inconsistent frame rate. It looks bad. It has like weird, like, it's not so much texture pop in, it's like textures like flickering, like in and out of existence or whatever. The controls on Switch feel slightly off.
Those Baller twins got themselves an army.
So, but then the other side of the spectrum, you have like this. And I've got Doom Eternal, which I streamed recently. And Doom Eternal also, people say it all the time, like, man, Doom Eternal looks bad in screenshots, but like, it looks incredible in motion. It looks so good. It doesn't look as good as the PC version does, but like, man, the game is competent on Switch. Mortal Kombat 11. That's another one that, like, better than it should be. To the point where I'm considering, if I get Mortal Kombat 1, I'm only going to get it on Switch probably.
We should cross paths with the
Because I know I'm not actually going to play it competitively.
Hell on the other side.
That marshal of
The idea of being in the break room at work or like in a parking lot. Maybe I'll go to a rooftop fighting tournament. Somebody will, in between fights, I'll be up there playing Mortal Kombat. The ultimate Switch stream. I'm imagining somebody actually doing that with this game, like being out in like New Mexico or something like that, and playing this game outdoors, just to say they did it. But I mean, look at this. It's not GTA. Like, there's not like a huge city or anything, but the draw distance here is just pretty damn impressive. I think they're below me. I can't really tell.
I'm gonna beat the lot of you. More Russians, take them down.
This way.
I plant you shallow without a reason, boy.
Keep moving. We need to get to the marshal. Hurry up. Stay with us.
This way.
Oh yes, $50.
Make me sick.
$50. What is that? That's $20 less than Tears of the Kingdom. That's video game math for you, baby. I don't know if that's a good argument. Tears of the Kingdom has a lot of content. Tears of the Kingdom, another game that looks really good, but I mean that's a Switch-only game at the moment. It's not like that's going to come out on the Wii U. Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like I had a harder problem being like, should I go for this? And it's just because, I mean, to this day, I haven't really played much of it. That's because when I streamed it, when it came out, I was getting a lot of crap from these random people being like, this game looks like it sucks. Doesn't suck. But I think just hearing so much negativity at some point, I was like, I'll just wait until this is blown over.
You're rushing the days.
It hasn't blown over yet. People are still really excited for that game. I think Baldur's Gate 3 coming out helped.
This looks as good as spotted.
Other good Switch
Gather around,
games,
listen up.
good, question mark,
Let's get as close as we can
games I'm
before
looking forward to.
fire.
That Bomb Rush Cyberpunk game I think is out tomorrow. It didn't get delayed. It's the one that looks like GTA, or Jet Set Radio. JSR, there we go. $50. $50. It's a lot. It is a lot. Again, man, when I pulled the trigger on this, it's like, almost talked myself out. I was like, I need to know. I need closure.
It's gonna take more than one of you,
Nice.
partner.
Okay. It's, it's funny is like, if this was, there's no universe where this is even possible. If this was like a new game, this would be great value. But because we all know this game is from the PS3 and 360 time, like, it's hard to justify $50 even with the expansion. But then again, the other argument is like, even if it's old, is like, this is a really good port. A lot of Switch games don't pull this off. And then, it's a classic, I guess. So.
Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Double tap. Why can't I loot his body? There we go. There we go. Like, look, so far from what I can tell, there hasn't really been any like weird frame rate issues or anything. Everything seems to be running pretty smooth. I guess my complaints would be, it's the Switch, so it doesn't have analog control. Not that that matters
Now.
But I really, every time I play a game on Switch that uses the L2 and R2 buttons,
You know, as you can see, this
it's a
country
bit
is
of a bummer that you
all
can't
manner
like
of scum.
lightly press them.
Say that
It's either
Well, one
on
other
or
thing,
off.
Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
I don't think this has online. I want to say it's just the single player game and Undead Nightmare.
About a missing snake oil merchant.
I was thinking, I was like, did Red Dead have it online? It did. Red Dead, I played Red Dead Online back in the day.
Come on, Eli.
It was a lot smaller. It was like 8 players or something, whatever, maybe 12, maybe 16. But I don't believe this port has online. I wonder if this game exists. This game is from the 360 and PS3 era. Does that mean that there is a possibility that one day they'll be like, we're announcing a new GTA. We're putting Liberty City Stories out on Switch now. They put out GTA 5 on Switch, but it's based on the 360 version. That would be really funny. Oh, man. That would actually probably make me laugh. Just like, if they did announce, like, we're putting out... We know you Switch fans have been clamoring for a proper GTA game, and we're sorry. So we're putting out... What is it? Chinatown, whatever? The one from the DS? That's another one that they could bring back, and people will be like, what? I don't know. I don't know anything about any of that in this game. I finished the single player. I didn't really mess with the multiplayer all that much. I played it like a bit because it was new, but it didn't. When this game was out, I feel like I was more so into Call of Duty still. It's like Call of Duty and like games like Arma 2 on PC. I need to set up a camp. I guess so. Oh. This counts as a hideout. Oh no. Oh no, we're good. That was supposed to happen. It's all part of the plan. It's funny how I got this, and in 4 years I've been, I guess it's because I own it, but I keep looking at The Witcher 3 on Switch and being like, this is the way I would probably play The Witcher 3. And I still haven't bought The Witcher 3 on Switch, but it's because I have it on PC. But there's plenty of other games that I have on Switch that I also have on PC that just having it on Switch is somehow like more appealing. It's like, yes, the game looks worse, but I can play it on the go, so take that. Nice. Game has glitches. I clipped through the fence right there. Literally unplayable. Happened again.
Let's go.
See, this house is green. What is this? I saw I was able to play. You can play this in the whatever it's called. I think it's Zinnia, the 360 emulator, and it runs really well, like surprisingly well. But I always get paranoid about playing certain like newer games and emulators. Like I would say maybe 360 PS3 games and emulators, because I always expect them to get to a point where like, oh, we didn't fully emulate this game, so now it's unplayable, and I'm like halfway through and just have to wait for patches, you know, updates to the emulator. But yeah, having this, you know, again, native, pretty cool, looks good. $50, man. Let's see what we have here. There's achievements, and they look like they are, I guess these are built into the game. I was thinking I might have to log into the, what's it called? The Rockstar account. I think that's what it's called. Options, there's not really much here. Config. HD rumble is turned on, but I'm using a 8-bit DOE controller. I don't know what Golden Guns is. Ew. Controls. Sound effects. Display. I'm kind of surprised there's no specific, a lot of games now use all this accessibility things. I don't really see any of that stuff here. Go to the main menu. Let's see. Double 11. Alright, press plus. Yeah, this is all that's on the main menu, so I guess there isn't multiplayer in here. I remember I was working at Toys R Us when this version came out, and yeah, I was very confused. Like, how did they make a zombie game out of Red Dead? And I hear it's pretty good. I never went back and played it though, because by the time that this came out, I think I gave up on the 360. I wasn't gonna buy another one. I bought like 3, and they all red ringed. And then the PS3 I had, they got that yellow light or whatever. I think I need to replace the hard drive in it, but I just never wanted to.
Marston has returned to his loved ones.
I was convinced, like, you know, I'm gonna play this when it comes out on PC. But here we are, like, 10, 12 years later. It's finally out on Switch.
Throw at him. As he drives home one evening from an errand, he ponders whether a man can ever escape his past. He is a man who is ready for anything. Almost anything.
Damn.
Mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say, damn this awful son I've raised with his highfalutin ways, and his shame that his mother swears like a sailor and sews like a blind man. Is that better, your lordship?
Much better, Mother dearest.
Oh, good. I'm so glad, my darling. When you've finished your university education and are far too good to even acknowledge my existence when we pass on the street, and you gently kick me aside, begging old crow out of the way with your highly polished boot. Well, think of me kindly, at least, will you, my son?
I'll try to, Mother. I'll think, that woman I just kicked, that used to be my dear old potty-mouthed mom. Maybe I should bother to kick her harder.
Dear boy. Oh, I am so proud of you. Get off. Yeah, Father's here. Maybe he can beat some sense into you.
Something funny's going on out there. Damn dogs gone crazy and wolves howling and birds flying.
Well, it's just the storm, John.
Maybe. Uncle make it back yet?
I thought he was with you, off drinking in the fields. I mean, working, as you call it now.
He went into town a few hours ago after we busted that hammer working out in the meadow.
Well, he's probably holed up in some place of ill repute waiting for the passing of the storm.
I hope so.
Well, that old man could take care of himself.
I know. Just a funny feeling I got.
You gone psychic, Pa?
Either that or I ate something funny. Knowing your mother's cooking seems more than likely.
Well, talking about food, who's ready for some poisoning?
Me, my darling. I am starving. What you reading?
Just some book about monsters.
Tell me about it.
It's kind of dumb.
That should suit me just fine.
Well, it's all about, in ancient times, how Aztec warriors worshiped the sun. But during full moons, some of them worshiped the moon instead. And upset the equilibrium of things. So anyway, what it involves is, there's this one guy, and he goes out in search of food for his family.
This is probably me. But people think I'm like listening to them when they're having a conversation. I'm just like, what?
And that leaves him all alone. So anyways, since there ain't no cure, the brave man has to kill everybody. Which is...
absolutely disgusting and completely unbelievable. It's getting late. Guess we're not gonna see Uncle till morning.
Come on then, Abigail. Jack, get yourself to bed, boy. Try to get some sleep.
Ain't you worried about Uncle?
Sure, but he'll have to wait till morning just like any other man would in his shoes.
Wow.
Night,
Cutscene's
son.
going so long that the screen went
Don't
dim.
stay up reading too late.
It's a big ass bed. Oh my goodness.
You okay, old man? You don't look so good. What is going on? What the hell is wrong with you? Crazy old bastard!
Where you going? Where you going?
To get my gun.
Oh. Oh.
God damn it.
Very annoyed.
Uncle! You dumb son of a bitch! Stop! You brought this on yourself!
I mean, she's fine. She's fine. She's good.
I can't believe I had to kill that poor bastard. Well... You okay, darling? You okay?
Oh.
Abigail. Abigail.
I don't feel so great.
Jack! Get out here! Now!
Good Lord, what's happened? Mama?
Careful, boy.
Mama? Oh, Mama!
Just stay right there, the pair of you. Don't make me no widower now.
Oh, man.
Sorry, darling. It's for your own good.
Should be fine. Slowly.
What's that old fool?
It's normal. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I don't know what the hell's gotten into you sick, crazy bastards or what Uncle's done to you, but I'm going to get help. Stay calm. As calm as you can, seeing as both of you seem to have gotten a little excited. Probably just a fever. Jack, be kind to your mother. Abigail, teach the boy right from wrong. Both of you. Stop biting chunks out of people. Be back as soon as I can.
Oh, this is dumb. This is about as dumb as I heard it was back in the day. It's not like, it's not bad. It's not bad, it's just really fucking stupid. It is a bold way to do zombie stuff. Like, what is this guy? I was just like,
I best go find me a doctor in town.
yeah, there is no, like, what is that thing? Oh, nope, everybody's got a fever. Everybody's sick. Oh, even the map is, like, yellowish, or yellow-greenish now. Yeah. Hang on.
Let's go. Whoa.
I picked a flower. I'm surviving. What is that thing from the original Resident Evil? It's like, welcome to the survival horror. That's what this is. I picked a flower, therefore I am surviving.
Let's go.
What could possibly go wrong with going to a town? I feel like there should be like a bunch of dings rushing out or something sometime soon. Oh, is it? We are going to hell. God save us. The dead have risen. I can see all of those. I need a dramatic zoom. Things are different now. That's some graffiti right there. I don't know who takes the time to write that. Things aren't the same as they were before. George Washington. What do you have to do with any of this? I knew it was him. Even when it wasn't him, I knew it was him.
Mr. Marston, sir! Marston! It's me!
Professor, what are you doing here? I thought you went back to Yale.
Well, I did, but I came back for another round of research, and now all hell is quite literally broken loose.
What is going on?
Well, sir, I am a man of science, a man of great learning, a thinker, a wise man, and I'll be honest with you, sir, I haven't got a fucking clue.
Well, ain't that dandy?
What should we do?
Well, I suggest we try to find other survivors, band together, and find a cure. Or fight to the death trying.
Well, that sounds great and all, but just peachy. But I'm not sure that I'm not cut out for such shenanigans. I was thinking more that finding a horse and riding back to the civilized north at the speed of knots before writing a paper on the events from the comfort of my study. I'm a scientist after all, right? I mean, I can't do much science if I'm some bloodshot dervish's lunch, can I? Much as I would like.
Your sense of duty is very impressive, Professor. I'm gonna search the back street for survivors.
No, perhaps staying with you would be safer. Could you just wait a sec here, would you please? I'm going to wander down that lonely, deserted street and get my bag.
Wait, you should stay with me, Professor. You haven't got a gun.
Oh, no, it's okay. There's no need to worry. Everyone's already dead. I left my stuff with Mr. Nastas. You remember him. Indian fellow, dumb as bricks, but a good sort.
Okay. Well, meet me in a couple minutes.
Affirmative. A couple of minutes.
Oh my goodness. Oh shit, it's T-Hawk. Oh, jeez. We good?
Damn. Man, this is foul.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with anything I find here. What is this? America is doomed. Our time has passed. This is such nice graffiti. It's your fault.
Anyone here? Hello? Anyone here?
In here, mister.
Come out. It's okay. Come out. I don't bite. Bad joke. I mean, come out.
They got my family, mister.
And mine, I fear.
I saw my mama rip my daddy's face off and drink his blood. And they were happily married 20 years.
I'm sorry.
Close the
So
borders.
glad to see my mama. Because she's been dead for 3 years from the smallpox.
Your mama was dead?
And I saw her walk up onto the porch. And then boom! She ate my daddy. You weren't a bad man, mister. You weren't. Sure, he liked to drink, but he weren't bad. And
Sure, he lacked the company of women, but he weren't bad, mister, he weren't.
No one deserves to have their blood drunk.
I mean, he knew how to use his fist. And if a woman spoke out her place, he reminded her of it and everything. And when my mama was dying, people said that he was lying with her sister, but that weren't true, mister, it weren't.
But you said your mother was dead.
Yeah, her and Mr. Braithwaite. He's been dead a year. And then yesterday, he walked up that street eating dogs. And he loves animals. All the dead folk have come back to life, mister. Only they ain't happy. It's a funny kind of salvation.
All the dead folk?
All the folk buried at the cemetery, over by the churchyard.
My God. I'm gonna go have a look. You wanna come?
No, I already seen my mama. I don't need to see any more of my relatives. Here, mister, take this. If you can burn them, maybe you can put their souls to rest. Mister! If you see my Uncle Mordecai, you burn him. Burn him real good, you hear?
You gotta look for Mordecai. Her uncle. Oh, I was trying to go up that. I was hoping I could just kind of go up a little bit faster, but now I can't seem to get in the right position. What's that? There we go. Wee. For real? I can't. I'm this much of a badass, but I can't just jump over that right there. I gotta do it on like a normal, responsible person.
You cold, pal? Now find some rest. Useless.
I don't know why I felt compelled to go in here. Feels like it's a, you know, a survival game. Oh, I saw somebody going around the corner. Oh my goodness. Gadzooks. Okay, they're quick. They grab you really quick. I really do appreciate how fast you, like, it just kind of like warps you through certain things. Let's see, is this it? Press X to pay respects. Good burning. Oh no. That's actually, it's a really cool animation. I like that. Oh shit. I guess I should just focus on the objective. Just capture the flag. No. He's a big boy. You see?
Consider yourself cured.
Nice. All right.
You freaks are starting to annoy me.
So it looks like in general, most of these things are going to be useless to search. Okay, alright, let's get back to where the fuck we're going. I
need help over here!
Have to make the town no more safety.
Come on.
Can I? No, I can't. Damn. Really hoping I could. It's fine. Oh, there's another tier of town safety, I guess. Oh, that's my horse.
Stay dead, please. I'm in the shit now. What am I doing?
Oh, beans.
Now this is a new low. Yuck. That's all you've got for me?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here because it is getting late. I gotta take a shower and stuff still, so I will catch you later. But again, my verdict on this game is that I think if you've never played Red Dead before, I don't think that this is a bad value. I think it's if you're cool with it, it's $50 for a game that's like, I don't know. I'm gonna look this up right now because I don't know off the top of my head. Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption came out in 2010, so it's 13 years old. But it's really good. I think the loophole is like if you have an Xbox console, I think you can play it's probably backwards compatible, so you can probably play the old game on the current console. This also doesn't have the multiplayer stuff, but I didn't think the multiplayer stuff in the Red Dead games is all that good anyway, so I don't feel like I'm missing anything. It'd be cool if it was there, but it's not here. But you do get, Undead Nightmare, and you get the full game. And the game, as you can see, is running fine. Like, I've been playing this game like under normal circumstances, and it's been pretty stable. I haven't tried it in handheld mode yet. This is the Switch version. I'm sure that's fine. Another reason why I think at least on Switch, I don't know if I can justify it on PS4, but on Switch, you also have the portability. So, like, I could take this game with me wherever, play it on the go, and I think, for $50 you get two games, you get a full. I imagine it being like this is like a $30 game and like a $20 game, or you could be like, oh, this is like two $20 games and portability for $50. It's not that bad. Not that bad. I would rather. It's easier for me to justify spending $50 on this than it is to like say spend $70 on Modern Warfare 3. That's me. So anyway, recommended. But I will catch you later. Early happy Friday, happy weekend, whatever. So peace out. Toodles.